Okay, so please join us here. This is the link. So let's I'll just send it on WhatsApp so you can join us. Okay, let's go. You can use like what you remember, right? Can be any of these. Okay, hacer un viaje, we would say do or make a journey. All right. So in this case, it's the expression is make a journey. Make a journey. In this case, it's not because of any specific reason. You only need to memorize them. Here, do or make the shopping. Very well, we say do the shopping in this case. Like a general rule, if we could find one, right? Do is used with activities, right? Entonces digo como do homework, do exercise, or in this case, do shopping. And make is more when you create something, cuando creamos algo. Okay, so we use make. Very well. Okay, tender la cama. How do we say that in English? Yeah, in this case, we say make the bed, right? I know it could sound like hacer una cama, literalmente como armar una cama, but it's not the use of this. So make the bed is tender la cama, and you can often hear that some people also could say do, but honestly, it's not the best thing to say, because that's incorrect, right? Entonces, no utilizaríamos, sorry. So we wouldn't use do in this case. No utilizaríamos do, sino make. Aunque también pueden llegar a escuchar do, pero no es correcto. Okay. Okay. To fun of someone, make fun of someone. Choose. Yes, so make fun of someone es burlarse de alguien. Very well. Do an exercise. Very well. Make a speech. A speech es un discurso. Okay, so make speech. Very well. Do a good job. Very well. Excellent. Make a mistake. Very well. Do the homework. Very well. Very well. And often does his homework very late. All right. Hacer la tarea. Hecho de marble. How can I translate this? Marble is mármol. Essentially, the part is made of marble. But sí que algo está hecho de, decimos made. It can be made in the country, right? Like made in China or made about the material. Karen did an exam at university yesterday. Exactly, do an exam. You make a mistake. Let's go. Very well. Make a speech. Hacer un desastre. Make a mess or do a mess. This kid we say make. Very well. Exactly. Hacer ruido, we say made. I didn't need any suggestions. Sugerencias or ruido, right? Say make. Hacer un favor. Do a favor or make a favor. So in this case, we say do a favor, not make. Okay. ¿Sabes si a Emma le fue bien? La expresión ir bien, say do well or make well. Very well, did well in your school assignment. One more. Hacer un viaje. Do a trip, make a trip. Excellent. So we use make. In this case, makes because it's the sales director, but yeah, we need to use make and not do. Hacer cambios. Make changes. Let's see how did it went for you. Very well, Lorena. Excellent, Nubia. The first place is for Yadira, I guess, because Gabby is gone, but perfect. So, guys, let's go now to check again the picture that I sent you yesterday to finish seeing these differences between do and make. All right, so let me see. Okay, here. So we're going to read. Yadira, please help us read the column with do. En Nubia, you help us read the column with make. Vamos a estar leyendo una expresión con do y una con make. So we read one on one. We start with do. Please, Yadira, let's go.
Okay. One best worst. Yes.
Exactly. So the expression, in this case, represent do. El one es decir una persona. For example, do my best. Do your best. She does her best, etc. Entonces, do my best or do your best. Quiere decir dar de ti lo mejor. Do your best. And on the other side, right, we have do your worst. Que sería como sacar lo peor de ti. Okay.
Make an appointment.
Excellent. Make an appointment. So make an appointment is una cita, right? An appointment, for example, can be with a doctor, dentist, or any professional, right? The boss. Well, actually, it's more like a professional of health or something, right? Entonces, una cita con un profesional sería appointment. Make an appointment, right? Es una cita. Now, remember, we also have a date. Date is una cita romántica, right? Date someone is romantic. So it's not the same. Be careful because in Spanish we use one word. In English there are three. And there's the other word, right? Cita, es decir, de citar a alguien, right? De citar un libro o algo así. We say quote. Quote es citar. Okay. Very well. Y citar en español también tiene otro uso, ¿verdad? Que es de citar a que alguien venga o a que alguien vaya a cierto lado, right? In that case, we don't use, we don't say citar in English, we say require someone's presence, requerir la presencia de alguien, right? So we have appointment, again, that is an appointment is with a professional. You go to the doctor, to the dentist, psychologist. Generally, it's used with health professionals, all right? That's an appointment. An appointment can also be with a client. An appointment can be something like this, right? Something that you schedule and you go, you visit the person, etc. Date. Date is romantic, remember. Quote is, for example, is saying the words that a person have in their book or something and you read them, okay? And finally, it requires someone's presence is the other use of cita. Okay. Very well. So let's continue. Vamos a continuar, por favor. Ok, ¿quién lee la columna del yo? Was Yadira or no? I don't remember.
Yo no
Okay.
vi, era make.
Okay, Yadira, please.
Okay.
Then.
Do business with Sim.
Make an
Okay.
arrangement.
Exactly. So do business is the SB means somebody, right? Hacer negocios con alguien. Make an arrangement, hacer un arreglo. Okay, what else?
Do a crossword.
Make the
Crossword.
bets.
Make the beds. Exactly. Do a crossword, crucigrama. Make the beds, hacer la cama, tender la cama. Continue.
Do damage to.
Make a cake.
And make the cake.
Do 130.
Make changes.
Exactly.
Do an exercise.
One duty is hacer tu deber and do your duty. Make changes, hacer cambios. Okay, let's go.
Do an exercise.
Make coffee.
Do a test.
Make a decision.
Do an experiment.
Make a discovery.
Do one's hair.
Make an effort.
Do harm.
Make an excuse.
Do homework.
Okay, let's stop here just to explain. Okay, do damage is hacer daño y do harm también sería hacer daño. They are the same. Do your hair is, we would say like peinarte, pero es más como arreglarse el cabello, right? So when you do your hair, you can maybe straighten it, right? Straighten sería como laciarlo. You straighten it, you apply any creams, right? So that's do your hair. Okay, now here, remember, make is also a synonym of cooking or making like food, preparing food, right? So we say make a coffee, make cake, all of these. Discovery, make a discovery. ¿Recuerdan qué verbo, qué phrasal verb se utiliza para decir descubrir?
For to say what, teacher? I'm sorry.
Yes, and make a discovery. Make a discovery, habíamos visto un phrasal verb que significa descubrir, que es find, remember?
Find out.
Exactly, so we say, find out. Exactly, that's correct. Find out is descubrir. Okay, very well, make an excuse, excusarse, ser una excusa. Please continue.
Do the housework.
Make a fortune and make an impression.
Okay, very well. So, do homework is tarea and do the housework.
¿Qué hacer de la casa?
¿Qué hacer? Exactly. Very well. Make an impression. It means that you create an impression for other person. Crear una impresión para otra persona. No quiere decir que tú tengas una impresión de alguien, sino que tú das la impresión. All right. In Spanish, we say dar la impresión, crear la impresión, right? In this case, we say make an impression. Make a fortune, it's like make a lot of money. Okay, let's continue.
Do a job.
Make a
Yes,
job.
make a job.
Do meat for a living.
Do something for living.
Make a
Some-
mess.
Okay.
And make a mess. Do something for living es hacer algo para vivir, es decir, trabajar, right? Okay, and we have also do a job, right? We're going to see the differences between job and work later. So do a job es hacer un trabajo, all right? And make a joke, hacer una broma, make a mess, hacer desastre. We also have another expression that is make fuss. Make fuss is hacer desmane. It's like a little bit more like a problematic person who argues with everyone, right? Como es una persona problemática que discute con todos. So it's making fuss. Es como hacer problemas de la nada. That's make a fuss, right? Or incluso no de la nada, but it can be like something bad and you make a fuss, like you start screaming to the person, right? Like you start breaking stuff, so you're making fuss. Making fuss. And make a mess es simplemente pues desordenar cosas. Okay. Very well, continue please.
Do research.
Make a mistake.
Do
Very
right
well.
wrong.
Make money.
Okay, stop here. So the research. What is the meaning of the research?
Like búsqueda. I think
Exactly,
so.
buscar. Buscar, very well. And make a mistake.
Cometer un
Cometer
error.
un error.
Es cometer un error. Correct. Continue, please.
Do the shopping.
Make money.
Make noise, very well. Do the shopping. Hacer las compras, make noise, hacer ruido. Also have make money, right? Hacer dinero, do right or do wrong, right? We have addition here. Do good. Do
Do the
well,
translation.
do right. They're
Ah,
different, right?
translation, sorry.
Sorry. I don't know. Hold on a second. Aquí vamos a hacer una pausa. Él dice do right, pero tenemos muchas expresiones que pueden confundirse. Do good, do well, do right. Do good is used when a person is good for you. All right. Or something is good for you. No necesariamente una persona, sino algo, cualquier cosa. There's something is good for you. Just do good sería, por ejemplo, puedes decir la expresión. My friends do me good. ¿Qué quiere decir? Mis amigos me hacen bien. Right? So it means that in general, they are beneficial for you. They benefician, they are beneficial. Do well quiere decir que te va bien a ti. Right? Say, for example, okay, the well is you have success, for example, que tienes éxito, right? You have success. So you would say, I do well in math. Me va bien en matemáticas. Me va bien en, I don't know, in the project, en el proyecto. I do well in love, me va bien en el amor, right? Anything like this. Do well in that, do well in the project, do well in love. Just well, que tienes éxito, que te va bien, right? And do right, it's another different thing, right? Do right means that you do the correct thing, que haces lo que es correcto, right? I do right. Or you can say, you do right by telling the truth. Haces lo correcto al decir la verdad. right? You do what is right. Entonces, si hacer lo que es correcto, you do what is right. Entonces son las diferencias, se parecen bastante, ¿no? Porque tenemos hacer esas dos, que decir hacer bien. Esto es hacer correcto, right? So do good, do well, and do right. Okay, any questions?
No, super.
Okay, so let's continue, please. Do a translation, ya habíamos dicho, right? Traducir, and
Make an offer.
make an offer, exactly. Hacer una oferta. Next one.
Do the washing up.
Yes, very well.
Make
Do the
peace.
wash now. Make peace.
Do work.
Mhm.
Make preparation.
Yes, let's continue.
Do nothing.
El no hacer nada, and
Make a fool of yourself.
is make a fool of yourself, es quedar como tonto. Yeah, that's make a fool of yourself. Usually do something embarrassing, and then people will think that you are a fool. Okay, next one.
Do a favor.
Make progress.
All right. Well done. Perfect. So what is the difference between do a job and do work? Do a job and do work. And what is the difference between work and job? It's right here, work versus job. What is the difference between work and job?
Work is like more generally,
Could be yes,
no specific.
yeah. So here I want to tell you, right? There are some rules about work and job, but it's better if we learn the expressions related to work and job. Because actually it's not about rules, but it's more about when you use work and when do you use job. So let's see, right? So work, the first place, right? Work. Why is it confusing? Well, because work, we all know that work is the verb, right? Meaning trabajar, right? Okay. Well, job, I cannot use job as a verb. That's one thing, right? No podemos utilizar job como verbo, right? Job is a noun, so it means trabajo. Oh, but there's another thing, right? Work también se puede utilizar como sustantivo, es decir, work también se refiere al trabajo. Okay. So work is two things. Well, it's several things, but it's both a verb and a noun. So that means it's an action, but it's also a thing. And now here's the confusing part, because when both are nouns, how can I differentiate them? Right? What is the difference between work and job when both are nouns? Well, that's the thing, that's the challenging thing, right? That you have to remember with some examples, right? Okay, so what is work? When I say, for example, and let's see a couple of expressions, right? I go to, si quiero decir ir al trabajo, ¿cómo diríamos? I go to job or I go to work.
I go to job.
As we say, I go to work. Yeah, so that's why it's a little bit confusing, right? I go to work. Entonces, work, dijimos es trabajo, right? So when you say work, it also can mean the workplace. Es decir, el lugar del trabajo. Para esta expresión.
Sorry, teacher.
Yes.
I understanding that work is the action.
Yeah, it's several things. Work
Oh my
es
God.
la acción, pero también puede ser un sustantivo. Es decir, work también significa trabajo, parte del verbo trabajar. Yeah, both job and work son sustantivos. Tanto job significa trabajo y work significa tanto trabajar como trabajo. So there is both. That's why it's confusing, right? Dependiendo del contexto, work es el verbo, pero también puede ser el sustantivo. So I'm telling you like the expressions because they could be rules, but actually it's expressions that you will understand. So cuando digo I go to work es la expresión que se utiliza para cuando alguien dice ir al trabajo. And job, so what that is work, right? Ese es uno de los significados de work. Work puede significar workplace, el lugar del trabajo también. Job no puede ser el lugar del trabajo. Job es la profesión, right? Profession. Profession. That's one of the differences, right? The job is the profession, right? For example, my job here, I can tell you, right? My job here is to be your teacher, right? When someone asks you, right, what is your job? Do you have a job? Entonces, una pregunta acerca de a qué te dedicas, tu profesión, right? Entonces, si tú dices, otra expresión, my job is, we could say my job is, I would say, right, I am a teacher. That's my job. Ese es mi trabajo. No utilizaría work. Ok. Very well. Entonces, job es la profesión. Work es el lugar del trabajo o el trabajo en sí, for example. Like someone could ask you, I could tell you, I'm working hard on a project. Ok. Entonces, en este caso, the work is hard. El trabajo es duro. I'm working hard on a project. Estoy trabajando duro en un proyecto. Eso quiere decir que el trabajo es duro, es difícil. Right? Now, if I say, my company is very strict. Mi compañía es muy estricta. Entonces ahí dirías, the job is hard. ¿Qué quiere decir en este caso the job is hard? Pues significaría que el trabajo, quiere decir que el trabajo, la profesión, el trabajo como tal, tu puesto de trabajo es difícil. That's the difference. There. So I go to work. Es ir al trabajo. Work significa ir al lugar de trabajo. When you say job, es tu profesión, a qué te dedicas. When you work on a project, you say the work is hard. El trabajo es duro. Es decir, lo que hago en mi trabajo, en mi profesión. My company is very strict. Quiere decir, el trabajo, mi trabajo en general, lo que hago es muy estricto. Okay, Yadira, please.
Teacher, can be your job is teach us?
Yeah, it can be my job is teaching you. Yeah.
Okay.
Job, otro uso de job es como el deber, right? ¿Cuál es tu deber? Job is duty, deber. So my job is teaching you. Your job, for example, if you're a doctor, is, let's say, taking care of people, right? So that is like the meaning of job, all right? Now, work is more the activities you do, right? So overall, my job is teaching you, right? Now, my work maybe is preparing the class. My work is send the evaluations, right? My work is checking your progress, right? That is my work. Work is the more specific parts of my job. Work is las partes más específicas de mi trabajo, right? Como les digo, evaluating the students, making tests, quizás hacer los exámenes, calificar los exámenes. That's my work. That's part of my job, right? Entonces, work puede referirse a las partes específicas, cada actividad que tú haces cuando vas al trabajo. Pero en general, job se utiliza más para el rango más general. Right? For example, if you're an engineer, si eres ingeniero, entonces your job can be maybe satisfying clients with the creation of solutions. Right? Or you can be, if you're an architect, your job is designing houses, right? But your work will be different. Tu trabajo sería lo que haces aparte de tu función principal. Maybe all the things you have to do your job, right? That's how job is more general, work is more specific. All right. So, what else? También tenemos otra expresión, por ejemplo, good job. Good job. Ok. ¿A qué se refiere esta expresión, good job?
Bien hecho el trabajo realizado.
Exactly. Es como bien hecho. Exactly. Very well. Exactly. Okay. So, it can mean exactly like bien hecho. En general. Right? Incluso aunque no sea trabajo, si estás, yo les puedo decir, si hacen un ejercicio bien, les puedo decir good job, right? Or for example, if a person is playing soccer, I say like, good job, you go the team, right? Good job en general es bien hecho. Okay, so we have that one, good job. ¿Y qué quería decir good work? Right? So in this case, good work, if I say, I have a good work, right? Quiere decir que he hecho también, podemos decir, un buen trabajo. Right? ¿Pero a qué se refiere? ¿Cuál sería la diferencia? ¿Cuál creen que sea la diferencia entre good job y good work? Porque ambos serían como buen trabajo, pero no el mismo trabajo, no estamos hablando del mismo trabajo. Do you think there's any difference between good job and good work?
You can use good job for any situation and good work just for the work that you did in your job.
Exactly. Very well. So good work is more specific, right? ¿Cuál de estos utilizarían para decir yo tengo un buen trabajo? I have a good job or I have a good work.
I have a good job.
I have a good job. Yeah. It's because I have a good profession. It's like in general. Job es más general. If you say, I have a good work, that is, I have a good work. Eso no quiere decir que tu trabajo es bueno, pero lo que haces es bueno. You know, for example, maybe your job is not good, but you have a good work if you finish everything on time, terminas todo el tiempo, maybe you sell a lot, vendes mucho, maybe you have a good quality of work, right? I have a good work, sino que tú trabajas. Yo tengo un buen trabajo, yo hago un buen trabajo en general. I do everything at my work. I do everything well. I have a good work. I have a good job. It's in general my profession, the You can say the position that I have, la posición en la que estoy es buena. Ya dirá.
Teacher, what about well done?
Well done también es una, aunque no se utiliza ni word ni job, pero también es igual que good job. Good job, well done, they're encouraging. When you want to say another person, well done, you can say well done, you can say good job, you can say even, incluso puedes decir way to go, también son maneras de felicitar a alguien. Good job, well done, way to go. And now, with this in mind, I think we can understand the difference between. Ahora vamos a ver si entendemos la diferencia entre do a job and do work. Okay, what do you think is the difference between do a job and do work? That we have here, right? Do. What do you think is the difference between do a job and do work?
I don't know, teacher.
Job is like a profession
Exactly, that's correct.
and work is like a tarea.
Correct. So in this case, when you see I do a job, it would mean, for example, I do a job at Microsoft. I do work verifying software. Verifying software. All right. I do a job at Microsoft. I do work verifying software. Maybe with these two examples, you see the difference, right? I do a job at the hospital. I do a job teaching English. I do a job, I don't know, selling clothes, right? I do work. It's what you do inside the job, right? So this job, general, it's to say you're and the kind of job you have es para hablar del empleo o de la profesión. Work ya es específicamente las actividades que haces dentro de la empresa donde trabajas. That's it. That would be the difference between I do work, I do job, I do a job. All right. Very well. So I know it's difficult because in Spanish we only use one word, right? But here we have two, and they're often used like different things, right? Pero algo que siempre va a ser así es que work es el único que se puede utilizar como verbo. Job jamás lo utilizamos como verbo, right? Entonces, work siempre es un verbo, pero también puede ser un sustantivo. Es decir, cuando vayamos a utilizar trabajar, vamos a decir work y nunca job, right? Now, what else? Expresiones muy comunes son I go to work, yo voy al trabajo. Good job, muy bien hecho, buen trabajo. Cuando digamos my job, estamos hablando de nuestra profesión. Cuando digamos my work, estoy hablando del trabajo que estoy haciendo en ese momento, right? Okay, the activities themselves, las actividades. Eso es work. I hope it's clear. Do you have any questions? I know it can be confusing. Do you have any questions between work and job and do work and do job?
No, teacher.
No? Okay, very well. So maybe let me take a picture of this. It's interesting, but like I told you, you don't have to memorize all these rules, right? No hay que memorizarnos ninguna de estas reglas, en realidad solamente es con los ejemplos, like with the sentences, con las oraciones que veamos. Entre más ejemplos tengamos, entonces va a ser más sencillo. Right? So it's about it, right? Most of English never learn, they just separate phrases. Nunca aprendan como frases separadas. Siempre con un contexto. Okay, very well. Perfect, guys. Aquí I send you the notes. And we continue here in class. It was kind of a headache, right? It was kind of a headache to learn all of these. But we finish the unit and we start now the new unit 7. It says the smart planet. Check here. So it says, describe what you see in this picture. I don't know. It looks like somewhere in America. I think it's the United States or Canada. What do you see here? Like all this green stuff.
I see plants and trees.
Yeah. And it's a little town, a little village, or a city?
It's a city.
Okay. How does this picture make you feel?
I see green areas between buildings.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes when you see like these kind of things, personally, I feel calm. I feel like in peace. And well, when I was in Mexico City, Mexico City is very different in different places, right? You can be walking in a zone with very few vegetation, right? Muy pocos árboles, muy pocas plantas. And then you enter, for example, in some neighborhoods like La Condesa or some parts of Polanco, or even like some parks around, right? Even not these expensive zones. But it makes you feel more comfortable, right? Like being surrounded by nature, just seeing all the trees makes you feel better. I don't know why, but it's like that. But when you see old city and everything is gray, pavement, buildings, and there's no plants, it's like you feel like you're a caged animal, right? But that's how I feel. Very well, guys. Well, in this unit, we're going to learn vocabulary about materials. Vamos a aprender todos los materiales. We're going to learn about what's the correct order for the adjectives. And we are going to check a new topic that is very important in English that is called passive voice. The passive voice basically is interchanging the order of the sentence. En lugar de decir, yo trabajé, o digamos, los egipcios hicieron las pirámides. Entonces dirías, las pirámides fueron hechas por los egipcios, right? That's the passive voice. Is changing one structure and having the object first. It's interesting. It's very common. And we're going to be learning this new structure from tomorrow. All right, we're going to check some other verbs. And we're going to check the present and the past passive. Nos vamos a centrar en la voz pasiva. The differences between active voice and passive voice will be very interesting. For now, we need to finish the class, but hope to see you tomorrow. And okay, guys, so thank you so much for joining us and see you tomorrow. Take care.
Thank you, teacher.